So this is a right royal in the pain arse if you own a C15. Certainly with the several years that I've been riding, and for those that follow my YouTube channel, you'll realise that I ride nearly every day. I'm taking the outer and inner gearbox cover off to get to the Kickstart Pawl engagement, and I'll show you the before and after photos. But I find that they only last when you ride daily, and this is my winter hack that you're looking at here, Oily Rag C15 1959 Mark 1. I find that the pawls only last 12 to 18 months, and we're running over that now. So I've removed the clutch cable to release the clutch on the arm, and I've removed the exhaust, the kickstart, the gear lever, and yeah, the rider's foot peg. Let's crack on and see what we're actually looking at. Let's get those panels removed. For a couple of minutes, I've got the outer case off. You do need a selection of Imperial cap screw Allen keys removal tools to get that off. You saw there that there was a cheese head on the distributor clamp bolt here. But now what we've got to do is remove the bolt here. I'll remove the inspection cover for the selector plate cam and pull the split pin out. I'll remove the tension on the kickstart spring. Be careful of this, it is preloaded. It could cause you a nasty bite if you're not very aware. But let's fast forward and get that off. I've got a cork gasket behind this. I'll take a look and inspect it. I'll typically reuse it. All the parts that you can see are absolutely liberally covered in oil and rubbish. And what I do, I don't own a parts washer, but I'll completely degrease this and re-clean these, clean them off before I refit. Now you've got to be careful here. This kickstart spring is under tension, and you could easily hurt yourself releasing this. So let's just watch me do the way I know. And it's like any mechanical process, everybody has their own way of doing it. I've been bitten with this spring before, so I'm just going to remove it. And there'll be people wincing. There we go. Bit of an anticlimax, isn't it? But that spring is now off and disengaged, and I actually tension it by going, as you can see there, it's anti-clockwise, and then it's on a cam. Can you see the cam? The cutaway, it's not circular, is it? And then that just slots in. If I do it this way, you'll see what I mean. It just slits into that cam, and then this engages with the hook that you can probably see here. What is really important with this job is that you don't ever unscrew that screw. There's a back plate with a cam, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. When you remove it, you'll see that that actually has a plate that engages with the pawl mechanism. So the only fiddly bit remaining of this job to get the inner gearbox cover off on the offside of my 1959 BSA is to remove the split pin that runs through the selector cam plate retaining pin. And what you didn't see there as I was fast forwarding, the pin has actually the split pin has actually disintegrated within the aperture of the cam plate and the horizontal pin that you can see here. What I'm doing here is I'm actually gently removing the kickstart return spring from its housing to allow me to remove the horizontal pin from the cam plate in its entirety. And look, there you can see, there's the hole. Hopefully you can see that. There's the hole that retains the split pin. But that cover now should be ready once I've released the last couple of threads to remove from the BSA engine. Now it's going to make a dramatic clanging and banging as this cam plate drops on the gearbox selector process, but you'll see that. So let's just work out how, just checking that I've not removed anything. I'm just going to fast forward, and the next time you join me I will have removed this inner box case. So there we go, we got a closer view of the engine. Let me just go get a seat and I'll talk you through what you can actually see here. The whole purpose of this rather extensive strip is to get to the, just excuse me while I put my gloves back on, a new set, is the Kickstart Pawl. And for me, it's a great weakness with the Mk1 BSAs. It is literally a piston sprung plate that appears to be made out of very poor metal, and eventually what happens is the kickstart mechanism, just moving my chair, the kickstart mechanism will stop engaging. Now this is it here, it's this absolutely small part here, and we have a spring with a piston that pushes it up, and as the kickstart rotates, if you just watch this, and I'm going to go in closer still, so just bear with me. Hopefully you can appreciate that the inner and the cog, if you look at it how it seats, I'm just going to try and rotate it. I'll come to that other side, that's a bit, you see how that piston's about to, and when you kick down on the kickstart going this way, that face of the pawl, this face, is against the hard steel, and this, in my opinion, where the red dot is actually rather conveniently, is monkey metal, and it wears away. And what happens is your kickstart will suddenly fail. It's never when it's on the drive, it's always when your mates are at the pub watching you. But let's compare the old pawl that's been in there for 18 months with a brand new pawl. Here on the left, or on the bottom of your picture, is a brand new pawl. And at the top of the picture is the old pawl, and it would be very easy for my nayers and slayers and the Facebook trolls to say, and the YouTube trolls to say, that I've been premature in changing it, and I probably have, but the timing in my life is right whilst I work on my other BSAs and my Norton and my Triumph T140 to do this, and it will enable me to have the confidence that when I'm touring around the Somerset levels, which I'm about to do, and you'll see that in another video, is that this pawl will not fail me. So if we look at the trailing edge there, look at the tip of my screwdriver, and you can see there it's definitely indented compared to the new one. So these wear away, and to fit a new one, and I'll show you how to do that, it's simply to compress the small piston with the spring, and you actually literally slide this in a keyway, and you literally reverse the process that you've just watched. So having rebuilt the Kickstart Pawl assembly, all we got to do is pop her in. Let's just recap. You can see there she's perfectly capable and is completely functional. We pop her in, just press down on your finger, and you can see there straight away that that leading edge is completely engaging with each of these steps built into the gear. And having replaced it, it's certainly going to give me the confidence that my kickstart is not going to let me down. Right, time to go scrub up for Sunday lunch. Thanks for watching. I'm not going to bore you with the rebuild process. It's exactly the reverse of what I've done. I'm going to take a closer look at my gears. I'm going to clean all this oil up, get rid of all of this 3-bond that's around the edges, and I will use 3-bond again to make my engine as Mk1 as oil tight as I can. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely Sunday. Ride safe, everybody. Spring and summer are on the way.